Yeah. You know what it is, man. Jay the Hittman. Chrome Recordings. What you drinking on, baby? Give me a Hennessy.
Yep, Charlemagne the God, the Prime Minister of pissing people off, the ruler of rubbing you the wrong way, the architect of aggravation, and right now you listening to the Last Call podcast. Peace.
Hittman. Does that sound a little better?
Yeah. We in this bitch.
We here, man. What's good, my G?
Shit, man. I got to introduce you first this time, man. Jay always gets to introduce people first, man. So I one up on him, man. So just for me, before I let Jay take over the show, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jay the Hittman. Jay, shit, I don't know how many times I put it in there. Like I probably signed to your record label twice and management. And,
I know, I seen that earlier.
Yeah. I'm not sure what exactly we did, man. But goddamn, we worked forever, man. So, shit, I'm gonna let you take the stage. It's Jay's show. Jay does a podcast, Archive Nation. It's the Last Call podcast show, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so make sure y'all go fuck with them. These are my boys, like from 19 years old type shit. So,
right, man.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk. Yeah, man. Well, again, man, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you having me, man. I appreciate you letting us do this on your platform. You know what I'm saying? This is a big deal for us. You know what I mean? People don't really know who we are as far as in regards to Rittz. So we're going to let them know tonight, you know what I'm saying? And talk about what you got going on, your new projects and the whole CNT movement. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to say it's a blessing, man, to still be here. Still popping.
Yeah.
I want to say what up to the whole Rittz community, everybody that follow Rittz, man. I already know the fans, man, the whole family. Shout out to the Rittz fam. I want to shout out to the Archive Nation fam that's watching too on the other side. Shout out to the nation. You know what I'm saying? That's locking on in, man. This is the Last Call podcast show. Here we do interviews, we do entertainment, we do sports, we do battle rap, and particularly this interview is special because I've known Rittz for about 20 years now. And
we've
been behind his movement on some sincere shit for the last 20 years. And, you know, we haven't caught back up since he's become a superstar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to catch up tonight, man, just to let the fans know, man. So, again, man, my relationship with Rittz goes way, way back. So we got some personal stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what Rittz got going on personally and business-wise. But this is a special interview due to the relationship that we have, just so your fans know that.
Yeah, it's huge for me too. Like I wish more people was on here right now, and more people would see later on. Just you know, a lot of people thought I appeared out of nowhere with, you know, Wolf and everything. So, you know, we've been hitting them streets for years.
For years, man. And I want to introduce you to our people on our side who may not know you. You know what I'm saying? Who do know you on Archive Nation side, man.
Right.
Rittz is Mr. 770, Gwinnett County, Mr. Jesus Blanco, 6 albums, several mixtapes, several features, Twister, Yellow Wolf, Tech 9, KRS-One, Battlegrounds Champion 2009, Mr. Cooking Starving Artist. Hey, yo, man, I just want to let them know.
Man, thank you, Jay. Thank you, man.
Rittz in the goddamn
lyrical genius. Lyrical genius extraordinaire. Handsome man. No, I'm fucking.
Let them know you're here, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, real quick, Jay, somebody asked if I relapse. Nah, this ain't no beer. This ginger beer. Ginger beer. All right. We can get that out the way. I relapse. Fuck no. Good. I'm good on time. People gonna.
How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you. No more crazy shit.
All right, we good, man. Good, man. Well, yeah, my bad. I cut you off. What was you saying? You was saying something after I said you know, just gave you the hand claps and whatnot. You know what I mean? Letting know.
I was just talking shit. I was just saying how handsome I was, not to leave
that. Nigga said how handsome I was, man. Hey, too, man. Just so they know, just for the record, we're going to be listening to a lot of Rittz joints. Well, we're going to be listening to a couple of Rittz joints that never came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just so his fans. So if y'all hear these joints, y'all give y'all feedback. Let us know what y'all think. These are unreleased tracks from Rittz.
Right,
so,
right. All old tracks that we never put out, too.
Yeah.
That are dope.
You're about to hear some shit, man. For real, man. I'm gonna be playing some joints, and we got a couple surprises and whatnot too, man.
Yeah.
And I do want to let everybody know, Chrome Recordings, which is the label, started back in '96 with my partner K-Man. Shout out to K-Man.
Shout out to K.
COO, and we started out in New York in '96 with Chosen with my two brothers, Brob and Cozy. Shout out to Brob and Cozy, man. And we did things in New York, and we had success. And we came down to the South about 2000 just to get it popping because the South was about to pop, so we kind of figured out that was going to happen. We didn't know, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all
it worked
knew.
in our benefit. And coming down here in 2000, Bribe was already here in 95.
Right.
So Bribe knew Rittz.
And me and Bribe went to school together.
Yeah, went to Berkmar together, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he introduced me to Rittz on some, I know this dude that can rap his ass off. And of course, Rittz being white was always back in the day the thing. People always say, white boys rapping if they nice or not. I never seen Rittz as a white boy rapper. No, he was a dope rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who just happened to be white.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And it never, your style never took the side of whether you was too nice to be this, too nice. You just was a dope MC. And I fell in love with Rittz as well as Rollo. Shout out to Rollo.
Yeah, shout out to Rollo, man. Shout out to Rollo.
Because that's how we started with Rollo and Rittz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And me and K-Man took interest in you guys, and we met you in 2001. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Johnny was in the lab doing all type of stuff. I'm gonna get into that later. And we knew he was gonna do amazing things. You know what I mean? So that's when we first met Rittz in 2000, just on some independent record label coming to the South. Got introduced to him and Rollo. He was grinding, and we took upon him, and we just started grinding.
Yeah.
And that's just the introduction of how we met up with Rittz.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you a couple questions before we get into us. When did you fall in love with hip-hop yourself? Like, when did you start liking hip-hop?
I think I started really falling in love with hip-hop around 92. Me being from PA in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania, I wasn't exposed to a lot of hip-hop. I knew Run DMC and the Fat Boys and Beastie Boys and all that type of shit. But, once I moved to Atlanta, to Gwinnett County, Metro Atlanta area, and I went to school with kids, just immediately gave me a 2 Live Crew tape and a Kilo tape. The Kilo had a song called Cocaine, and Kilo really, really made me really want to rap. And then once I started listening to the Ghetto Boys, Scarface, I started really getting into Willie D and Scarface. And then I just went rap a lot, insane. And then then shit, man. That's pretty much. And then I guess when Outkast came out, that was right when the actual love, I guess, word should come into it.
Started happening.
Once Outkast came out, man, I was just infatuated,
With the style, is that kind of like where you get that fast double time?
Well, now I mean, my whole trademark I stole from Big Boy, man. The you know what I'm saying? Like,
true. Hey, you just made it yours.
Made it mine, man. I used to try to dress like that dude, move like that dude. I was very, very influenced by Outkast, period. And then Rollo was Andre, and I was Big Boy. Right.
Yeah, I was the Outkast and shit for real.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now you started when I met you in 2000. You was rhyming and producing.
Right.
So the love for producing also came at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, back in those days, how much I was into making beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just all I did.
This made crazy beats, a lot of beats.
Yeah, man. I feel like I definitely kept getting better over the years. I think I just kind of stopped making my own beats because technology kind of got ahead of me. I stopped wanting to learn more about the. I stopped wanting to learn more about the computer situation, and kind of just focus on rapping. It just plus I would me, I'm always wanting to play shit I can't play. I don't have enough skills to play, so it's frustrating.
Well, I was in the lab with you a lot of times while you was doing them beats, man. You probably more phenomenal than you giving yourself credit for.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Cause how many times have you given me a CD with 20 beats on that joint? You know what I'm saying?
I used to start. When I say I tell people this all the time. When I say I stayed in that basement every day, every hour.
Stayed in there.
Girlfriend, no girlfriend, anything going on, I was in that bitch. And
Johnny was doing. I was like, this boy got beats. This boy got rhymes.
Yeah.
Who is this kid from the suburb type of kid? Like, Johnny.
Y'all fresh out of New York coming to the burbs. Like, what the fuck's going on over here?
Hey, I'm like, yo, this is dope down here in the South. You know what I mean? I couldn't even be mad at it. It was impressive to us, man. Me and K, man, couldn't help but be like, yo, we got to go behind these dudes. Whatever they trying to do, we're going to try to help them push it. You know what I'm saying? Because, and ironically, the South, I mean, like you said, Outkast was popping, Goody Mob. Luda just came out.
If that. Yeah, barely just came out. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chris Lover, you got Cash Money was hot 99. So the South was about to pop. We just happened to come down in the beginning. We didn't know. We just had good insight and was like, yo, and we fell into the right spot and met you guys too as well. And when we came down here, we had you guys and we had Chosen. So we had Chosen coming from New York. We met you guys from the South. It was a dope movement for us. You know what I mean?
But we needed too, with us at the same time too. We had ran our, in Gwinnett at that time, there wasn't anywhere to go. We had ran Luby's to death. So it was like we were looking to meet somebody to further our careers. And then that's when we met. You know what I'm saying? Because
you guys was already doing several CDs before I met you guys. I've seen you press them up. Yeah. You guys had several CDs with several songs on them. Y'all had like 25 songs on the CD.
Right. And then
I remember that.
We went from doing CDs in the basement to Jay having us in strip clubs.
Hey, man, that's Atlanta. Hey, that's where you gotta go, man. Strip club is the radio out here in Atlanta, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Somebody just said on the feed, they were like, you said this a white rapper, but what y'all don't know is the story of white rapper is this man right here. You know what I'm saying? Like shit I've been through with this guy. And a lot of those video clips were us actually performing in that rehearsal studio that you paid for.
Right.
Man.
That white rapper song, right? I watched that video the other night again, and I was peeping it out, man. And again, that footage you put in there was definitely dope because that's our footage from when we was doing our thing back in the day. So definitely. So you started recording in your basement, and you recorded in your basement. You started out just having regular equipment. Did you just decide to just build it in your house? Like,
with my dad doing music, he always had like. Way before other families had it back in the day, in the 80s, had a way to record. We had the reel to reel and we had 4 tracks and 8 tracks and stuff. So my dad really showed me how to work that type of stuff. And then, he's just always been a good dad, supportive and, trying to help me further myself. So when it did move to computers, he worked for Avid, who owned Digi-Design, who made Pro Tools. So he had me stepped up. And back then, like probably 4 years before y'all moved there, I was the only person in Gwinnett with a studio. You know what I'm saying? With
That's crazy.
20-mile radius.
That's crazy.
It was crazy time.
Shout out to Chico, man. It's all about Chico.
Yeah, shout out to Slick Boy Chico.
All my niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy though, man. So you just had one up on everybody, which was dope, but well deserved because a lot of people have them type of things, but they don't got the talent necessarily. You know what I'm saying? You happen to have a talent. When I saw it, it was like, yo, people got to hear this. So like I said, we got behind the movement. Again, this is 2001, y'all. Just so y'all know, this is early 2000.
Early 2001. It was before the Towers, because I remember going to Lennox after they dropped. And the new Eminem was playing in the mall. They thought we was moving with the Mafia because the dudes from Pakistani dudes from that came over from England. We took them to Strokers. Oh no, I took them to 112.
Took them 112. That was crazy. That's that footage that you got of y'all on stage. Them boys is right in the back, chilling at the table. And
Jay had my young ass inside 112, man. Buddy should have got beat up. I should have got beat up in that.
Hey, you shouldn't have been up in 112. It's like, what the fuck?
Nah, we were good, man. We did a lot of things, man. We put on some good shit. And that was just the beginning.
And yeah, man. Just so y'all know too, man. Rittz, when I met him, he was in that basement, putting that grinding on the artist level. We got together, we started recording some things. We went to their first big club, like 112, first big studios where we went to outside of the basement, downtown Atlanta. Yes. You know what I'm saying? We was going there. You was bringing your MP3 to the studio.
Yeah.
Doing your beats and all that stuff. So that was all our first collab with Rittz and Rollo. Again, it was Rollo and Rittz at that time. So we did a lot of movement early just on some artist development, getting to know you guys. Okay, so
yeah, and getting us the fuck out Gwinnett too. You know what I'm saying? Getting us exposed to some other places.
Yeah. Because it was new for me too. You gotta understand. Gwinnett was new for me. A kid from New York, it was new.
And it was semi like just getting built up then. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was still a little country, even especially being from New York.
Yep. Compared to now, it's so. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's here. You know what I'm saying? 20 years later. So it was definitely new for me. It was new for me dealing with an artist like you and Rollo.
Right.
I knew it was new for y'all. So everything was like it was no blueprint. We just kind of jumped in, felt the vibe, and started running together. You know what I'm saying? Going recording, doing pictures, doing shows at 112, strip clubs, you know what I'm saying? Just getting the whole vibe for y'all as well as us, you know what I mean, as a record label. Yeah. So you remember the time we went to England? We went to England due to us making moves. We went to England. Me and K-Man went to England, do some business. We brought some people back from England.
Yeah.
And they was interested in the whole movement, but that turned out to be some wildlife gangster
shit. Yeah, these motherfuckers brought some gangsters from Pakistan around here. We was getting stopped in Lenox Mall. Like, hey, you know, if you're getting stopped in Lenox, like, people going like, y'all the mafia?
Yo, them boys was gangster. That nigga had rings on every finger. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
It was all that shit. Like, they was on that fucking European hip hop shit way back. They had a yellow gold ticket.
Way back, man. So, but they came out, and then we shot. You know, we did a song. We did a couple of songs with Chosen collab with you and Rollo. We did Who Could It Be? We did a video for Who Could It Be? We never put it out, but we shot a video to Who Could It Be with all of y'all. And we're going to put that footage out too. Y'all going to see that footage one day. Y'all see clips from that.
Y'all get to see me in the white beater and the hairy chest and all that.
Yo, we're not that one.
The new one. The later one. Yeah.
The second one. It was in the atrium. Yeah. We ain't going to put out the one where you had you in the gray sweats and shit.
Yeah. Hey, so we all went to Walmart. This the wardrobe. We all went to Walmart, got us some gray starter sweats, some white beaters, some white tees, and just went and did it.
Just went and did it, my nigga. We was on our grind. We like, we don't know what we doing yet, but we gonna make it happen. You know
that was huge though. For me, that was my first real video shoot. You know what I'm saying? My first, you know, I experienced my first real a lot of shit with you. You know,
right.
And yeah, so it was just so much going on. I mean, fuck, it was a whirlwind.
And I appreciate you letting them know that. You know what I'm saying? Because we've always took pride in being the record label that can help any artist get to where they want to go. You know what I mean? It's never set in stone. We gotta be together forever. But if we can help you get to where you gotta go, I've done my job. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely dope for us, man. Just shooting the videos, getting that experience in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, we all had the Nextels with the chirps, the fat Nextels.
Yo, the mad Nextels.
Jay had his laced up with the fat Nextels. Those are dope.
Hey yo, them Nextels, I need that shit now. Them shit's adorable.
Yo, I think I still got mine underneath underneath the bed at my parents' house, I think.
You crazy, boy. I still got my Nextels. Yeah. Crazy. Yo, I need to get them shits work. Look, man, you could drop them shits on the ground from 10 feet. Them shits won't break. These shits now, I don't want them.
You be dumb as hell on the Nextel. Yeah, let me get 2 pounds. I'm right up here at the something on Pleasant.
Be chirping and shit like. That shit was crazy. Yo. I forgot we had the Nextels.
Yeah,
shit
man.
Too, man.
Yeah.
See, nigga, you remember, man.
Yeah. You know, that's what I was telling you earlier. My memory's pretty bad about certain things, but yeah, some of those things, man, I definitely remember a lot. You know, because I mean, I think that grind just. I mean, dog, I don't think we could talk. I don't think people like. I don't even know if you remember how many fucking clubs we went to in Atlanta. Like, man, we did every goddamn club from the country to fucking Conyers to Covington to fucking. We did everywhere. I mean, from underground to the hood to the strip clubs, just all night long waiting to perform while girls are stripping. Nobody gives a fuck what the white boy up there saying on the mic. But you know, you put us in those atmospheres.
Again, that was what we did, man. The whole purpose was to get the buzz, man. We know that. We know that to get hot, we got to get buzzing. And at that time, without social media, as much as it is now, we had MySpace maybe at that time.
That was actually the second time around. Later on, yeah, we really
second time around, that second time. So you had to get out there in them streets, man. And I tell these artists the same thing. Like the formula changed a little bit. The game don't change, but you gotta catch up technology. But you still gotta hit them streets, man.
Yeah.
Especially in Atlanta. Atlanta's a place where, you know, it's a hot spot. Some other places I understand, like you said, nobody knows nobody over there. But in Atlanta, everybody's here right now. We didn't know it was gonna happen like this, but everybody's here now. You gotta hit them streets, man. So we definitely was doing it big, man. We was all over the place. You know, shout out to your moms, shout out to your pops, your whole family, your sister, your twin sister. Shout out to your brother.
Thank you, bro.
Is he still playing? He's still playing? Is he still doing?
Nah, school teacher. Yeah.
School teacher. All right, man.
Same thing to your family, bro. Everybody, man. Cozy. Fucking
man.
The whole crew. Hey.
Because we was family, man. I met everybody. People don't know it's closer than you're even gonna know from this interview. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like you said, we took a break, right? So after the Chosen Rollo and Rittz thing, we took a break. Couple years passed. Right? We get back together on some Ritz's solo now.
Yeah.
What happened with you and Rollo and Rittz?
I think, you know, with me and Rollo, it's like, it was just one of those growing of age things. You know, everybody gets around that. You know, I think most people experience that once they turn 21 or turn, you know, or people that go to college, especially, we didn't. But, you know, sometimes around that age, you know, you start becoming that adult you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? That you didn't know you was going to be. Right. And, you know, you might have thought you was into the rap world forever. And, you know, it just turns out he ended up I just felt like he was losing focus. And I knew I didn't want to go my life blaming him.
Right.
For the reason, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get it. So, you know, that was fucking hard, man. I just saw him for the first time not too long ago. And but that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
That was hard.
But when we got back, that's when we really worked.
So now Rittz is Dolo. Rittz done put 2 T's instead of 1 T behind the Rittz. Because before it was R-I-T-Z.
Right.
And then we added the extra T.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is that because of the Rittz crackers? Why we did that?
I think that's because of the Rittz crackers. And then fucking, you know, Rittz was taking on MySpace. So I had to do the fucking, I had to do Rittz the Rapper.
Right. Rittz the Rapper. Exactly.
Rittz the Rapper. And that's because of was taking. But, But, man, around that time, that's when we really started setting it off with the 770 with all you did with the radio. I mean,
so 2007 now. So now we moved to about 2007, and you know, me and Rittz get back together on some business level. We actually had an investor. We had somebody that really followed the movement. Shout out to Mama J. Mama J stepped in. I'm sorry, my bad. Shout out to Todd.
Right. Todd. Shout out to both. Yeah. Either way, yeah.
Shout out to both of them.
They definitely played a role.
You feel me? But Todd came in. He loved the music. He loved the movement. That was actually my supervisor at the job that I worked at. He took a liking to Rittz. He put up some bread for Rittz to get popping. So we took this bread. We started to run. You know what I'm saying? We did 770 and we did Fuck You.
Yep.
We put out a CD, 770 and Fuck You, right? Just so y'all know, this is about 2007, 2008,
yeah,
2007,
it was 2007, 100%.
Right. Okay. And now we put out 770. You dropped 770. We did Battlegrounds on Hot 97, which is a radio station in Atlanta. They do a Battlegrounds thing where you put the song on the radio. You compete against somebody else. If you win, you keep going. If you lose, you drop off. We dropped Fuck You first.
Right.
Fuck You. Fuck You got beat.
I got beat, and I still run into that motherfucker till his name's Tez McClain.
You know who it is?
Tez McClain beat me that night, man.
How the hell do you know who it is?
Because I just remember who beat me that bad. I was like, God damn.
Damn.
So when I ran into him later at the club, I was like, dang, you beat me, man. Like,
yo, I didn't know the nigga's name.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Those were crazy times, you know, like, well, one, you were working the radio stuff, and like I was going, and I like this type of stuff because I want to tell people this all the time, because this used to be my advice, but now it's not so much with social media.
Right.
I mean, I spent every day just going every fucking gas station, every corner store, every fucking dry cleaner, just seeing if I could put that flyer down, my face on the table, and free CDs. We print them CDs up and gave them away for free.
Exactly.
Just to get it out there.
Just to get you buzzing,
and
man.
It worked.
Just to get you buzzing.
And it worked well with the fact of knowing the right people and you being connected with who you knew and stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, we still ended up getting retired on that Battlegrounds, and that takes some work.
Hey,
man.
like I was getting ready to say, man. So we dropped 770 on the Battlegrounds after Fuck You didn't. After we got beat with Fuck You, we dropped 770 and we murdered that shit and became Battleground champion.
Yeah.
Rittz 5 days in a row, 5 nights in a row, and he was a champion. They retire you after your 5th win, and Rittz got retired on Battleground, so that was a big deal. So,
real quick, Jay, real quick, and that's huge too, y'all. So if you win Battlegrounds, like you're VIP in these clubs in ATL back then. You know what I'm saying? You walk in like, oh shit, Rittz is here, Chrome recording. So it was huge. Things that started to shift and show hope. Like all that little kid shit was really starting to pay off. You know what I mean?
Right. Nah, I mean, it was definitely a time to where I knew at this point now, he's buzzing. People are hearing him now. People are hearing you. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, we need to keep going after that. So I want to play 770 real quick, right?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, bro.
So I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek, man. This is the song that won the Battleground. This is 770. This was our first kind of track that got us buzzing in the North Side. North Side is the part of Atlanta that we from, Gwinnett County. Yeah. North Side.
And basically, when I made this record real quick, it wasn't called the North Side. Except for my boy Cheeto Gambino, who's the North God now.
Right.
His crew was throwing this up and made this popular to be called the North Side and really rep real hard. So, and we actually had to open up for him at the club back then. Yeah. So, but yeah, I was repping really hard for 770 when nobody else was, man. Really trying hard.
I mean, yeah. Hey, look, that's how I see it. You was killing, and then shout out to Cheeto. Cheeto, you know what I'm saying? He was.
Yeah, it was two different things. We were doing two different things, but he was giving it that lane to be certified in the city as the North Side. I'm just like, hey, I'm from Gwinnett, motherfucking county. This street, I'm 770 too. You know what I mean?
And we went and took that beat, that New York beat.
Yeah.
And you threw Candice on there real quick. Shout out to Candice.
Shout out to Candice.
You know what I mean? And y'all, if y'all don't know the song, which y'all probably do, I'm gonna let y'all hear just a little bit of it. Hold on. We're gonna play just a little bit of it. Hold on.
Show the nose.
This is for everybody out there on Cruise Road, Club Drive.
Naming all the streets.
29, Indian Trail, Jimmy Carter, Singleton, North Carl, Beagle, Sweetwater, 78, Hillville, yeah, the Q-Lo now, Park Road, yeah. We reppin' on the land, 77 on the area code. Part of Georgia rally to go. Take a walk with me while the shit is cold. The dump side of the burn, the drunk fires undeniable. Violence occurs and not a time to stop. Yeah, a lot of business is hybrid. Breaking the rain, kids say just for retirement. When I look at where I live, I see a different environment. Nobody swinging fists, they pulling pistols, just violence. Other bitches get raided. Net has nothing glass. A piece of scope without the task force will invade it. They be starting for action. Grab the party, you just started relaxing. Somebody drunk outside, party, relaxing. Jimmy Carter, they tracking. Lawrence Village just the same.
They ain't watching colors, they go ask you what you claim, fucking name. Everybody said he from the A, like they're ashamed to say Gwinnett. This is where they come to stay, nigga. Yeah, that's that shit. No, I want to see that. There it is. That shit, bro. Hey, Jay, can I interrupt the song for a second to tell you something? Okay, shit. That's a lot of go.
Yeah, man. So that was a banger, man.
I was about to say, I wanted to ask you if I could interrupt real quick just to tell you, I was talking to you earlier.
Yeah, I was stopping it.
I was talking to you earlier on the phone, and I just saw somebody right there said, man, I'm in Georgia. I didn't even know you were from here. It's insane to me. It's crazy.
And again, John, you know, I call you Johnny by mistake.
Yeah, it's all good.
I be like, yeah, Rittz is straight. I mean, you was born in
Pennsylvania, yeah.
Pennsylvania, but you've been out here since you was like 8 years old, correct?
Yeah, I've been representing Gwinnett County since 1992. I've been living here since '88. So. All
right, but yeah, Rittz is from Atlanta. Well, you know, basically grown in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Man.
I mean, when I started out here, it was me, another dude named Timmy Smith, and one other dude, and I think that was it. And like, you know, so it was a lot. It was a lot to gain that respect, you know. And plus, like a song like that, 770, you know, just hearing the vibe. Imagine me and him sitting all night at the strip club at 2 in the morning to play a song. You know what I'm saying? And we weren't doing booty shaking music, man. We're in there doing real rap shit, just trying to pay our due.
And that's what made it dope because, again, you repping 770 at a time where Northside wasn't on the map. Like you said, you had, you know, Cheeto doing his thing.
Yeah, he was putting it on, yeah, but it wasn't on.
But I remember several records where I've heard artists like your T.I.'s or some other artists, they say South Side, West Side, East Side. They never would say North Side. Yeah. Remember that? You know, it was like, yo, North Side is here, but Gwinnett County was considered suburb. Yeah. You know,
that's why folk with Cheeto so already drug his nuts across there and, you know, got it known on that level. Unfortunately, for me being a white boy, I couldn't really break into that mode of me being king. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers know what time it is. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. But you did again, man. And I hate the whole white boy thing at the time because the reality of it is this. As a rapper, whether you're white or black, if you dope, you dope. Now, if a white rapper gets more recognition because they're white, so be it. My thing is this: if you're talented, you're talented. You were Eminem to me. You were that. I used to always tell you that. Rollo too, like on some real shit. Rollo was such a beast.
Rollo was dope. Rollo developed faster than I did.
And that's crazy because I could see that, but like you said, the drive that you had was really
kept me going. He found his voice, his tone first.
Right. He had that ill voice that you hear that shit, you be like, that's Rollo, nigga. That's fucking Rollo.
Yeah.
Got that fucking voice. So, but again, it's dope that you was able to make your own identity coming out of a group, because that usually ain't easy for people to do. Right. You know, I'm used to your partner. You know what I'm saying? So we dropped 770. We drop Fuck You. Boom. 770 gets you hot. We start doing a lot of shows.
Getting recognized everywhere in the city.
We did CDs. We did posters.
We was doing award shows.
Did pictures. Hot 107, like I said, first time on that bitch, killing it. We did Belushi's. We had major shows at Club Belushi's.
Oh yeah.
We did a lot of shit before the next single that we put out.
Yo, we did the bottom. We did a basement of a fucking Ethiopian restaurant every Sunday. I mean, we did whatever we fucking could.
Whatever it took to get you to get hot, because it was buzzing and it was time to move on that. Especially at that time where internet wasn't developed.
Yeah, you had to get out the street.
Now, you know what I'm saying? So then we come back. Shout out to Mama J again. Like I said, we were blessed to have investors who believed in myself and believed in Rittz.
Right.
And I thank them people every day for believing in us, because without them, neither one of us would have been able to display what we had.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that was
I thank Todd all the time. I shout out to Todd. I don't know if you talk to Todd or if he ever hit you up.
I haven't, man. It's been a long time.
But I know he's watching though. I know he's watching because his wife hit me up earlier. Shout out to Cassandra. And it was people believed in myself and they believed in Johnny, and Rittz, so it was easier than most people would have it. We had support system that some people don't have.
Right. So
then we put out After Morning and we put out Head Turner. Now we taking another step now. Boom.
So After Morning 2 is right when I found like where I was headed. You know, and that was maybe not to us because we knew we were making like that double time shit, like I said, with Bribe, double time, and fast rap.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, back then, besides Twista, and then even that was like he was at a lower point at that point in time. Nobody was double timing over slow beats. No one was rapping fast over slow beats. I mean, don't get me wrong, Tech Nine, Midwest guys were, but I'm saying where we were at in Atlanta, that shit was not the move.
Right.
And I found that over After Morning, and then we ran with that bitch.
Yeah, man, we started, like I said, After Morning was recorded. What was the process when you recording a song like After Morning? After Morning was such a different vibe, the words that you use in there. You were very open about drugs. You were very open about things that most rappers wouldn't talk about.
Right.
What made you okay with saying shit like that?
Well, I think a lot of it was different rappers. Eminem let a lot of people in personally. He showed me a way to let people in personally, but I had to figure out how to do it without copying him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, my wife's at home and I got my knife at home, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to do that, but I had to figure out. And that's still to this day, I can't really rap. I can't just go on here and say, my laptop's sitting right in front of me. I'm going to have to say my laptop's sitting on this broke-ass table. It costs $29 from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to give them the raw.
Right. I mean, and it was crazy because I've always said the shit that this nigga say, and y'all got to excuse my French. This is how I talk.
Oh, yeah, it's all good.
You gonna always be my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We in a weird environment, my nigga. You can't say shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's different. But fuck out of here. We don't care.
You can say it all you want. I don't say that shit. Just rock on, man.
Hey, man. Hey, but
I ain't never been one of them white boys.
I won't be one of them white boys.
I ain't never been.
I was like, yo, the shit that Rittz say, I could never say this shit. He say some crazy shit in his shit. Like what? You know what I'm saying? And again, we can reflect everybody when it comes to white rappers. Again, they refer to Eminem. That's all they got. You know what I'm saying?
Then, yeah. I mean, back then.
You know what I'm saying? And Eminem said crazy shit. But again, you say in different ways the way I was like, yo, this nigga is ill. He's gonna fucking blow. Because he says what he feels. So your process in writing was always ill to me. I remember talking to you many nights and you'd be like, yo, Jay, man, I need some time for this and some time for that.
Yeah, like,
is your writing process still the same like that now?
Yeah, crazy insecure, crazy, just beat myself to death. It's even worse now because I got fans and like people that are like expecting something from me. But it's actually it was worse. My skin's gotten a lot thicker and I've gotten to be able to brush it off. Because in other words, like somebody the other day was like, when you gonna go back to making songs like Bloody Murder or songs like this? And it's like, man, I made hundreds of those and all y'all said I sounded the same. So it's like, I can't, you know what I mean? It's like,
you can't please everybody. You just gotta do what you do.
Yeah, but not to get too far in it right now. It's just, I'm in a good space now where I just write whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. Well, that's good, man. I know your process was always a process. I mean, I appreciate it because I know at the end, your result was always going to be fire. You know what I'm saying? You one of you top 5 favorite rapper to me. You know what I'm saying? You got Bribe, you got Rittz, Pop, Biggie. I'm old school, young school.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
You already know.
I mean, that's just keeping it real 100. I give you your flowers while you're here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to know that. So let's keep it moving on some. After Morning comes, now just so y'all know, Chrome Recordings and Rittz is partners. We working together. After Morning, Head Turner CD. I have an investor who has invested into us. So now we're doing a little bigger things. I buy a club.
Hey, Jay, hold on one second. Hold on. Excuse me. Shut up!
This nigga's crazy. Shut up!
Bad. I don't mean to be mean. Yeah. Go ahead.
You
so
crazy.
We're talking about After Morning came out, it was on CD. Then
After Morning comes out, we have an investor like we were saying, and now Jay the Hittman, I'm on some shit. I'm buying clubs. I'm investing into clubs now at Club Excalibur. You remember Club Excalibur?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
So now I'm on some shit. We got money into Rittz. We got money into clubs. We got money into CDs. We all over the place. We rocking. Club Excalibur.
Oh, was a
club that I bought into.
My bad, Jay. Go ahead.
Nah, Club Excalibur was a club that I bought into. It was owned by myself, a couple other people on the board, and Soulja Boy was actually one of the owners.
That's
of the
what I was about to say. We was at the Soulja Boy video shoot.
Soulja Boy,
Jack Thriller was actually, out there.
Just for y'all who don't know, for y'all who do know Soulja Boy's story, the night that Soulja Boy got robbed and he shot at them dudes, and that big whole DJ Vlad story he tells, and he was leaving our club that night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When that happened, shout out to Soulja Boy. Everything worked out. He's still here. It's all good. But so I buy into a club. I own a club now. I got Rittz. We got clubs. We running around Atlanta. We hustling. After mornings popping. We put after morning on Hot 107. I think it won a night or two.
Yeah.
But now Rittz is getting the buzz.
Yeah.
Everybody's knowing Rittz.
And not only that, too, like After Morning was that song where I officially found my style. And there wasn't nobody in the game rapping like that at that time. Not one rapper.
Right.
Yeah.
It was different, man. And on the B side, you had Head Turner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, shout out to the crew, man. I want to give a shout out to Freeze. I don't know what the hell he
Oh,
at.
yeah, he's on here. Shout out to Freaky Freeze.
Shout out to Royale. Shout out to
Royale,
Dick Tracy.
Trey, School.
So we started to now. So now Rittz is making a whole fucking entourage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got T-shirts. We got postcards. We got fucking stickers. We got CDs.
Yeah,
we
were
got
showing up deep into at the end there.
We was doing our thing. So we do we have a release party at Excalibur, which was my club. Rittz killed it. Rittz was becoming a local star at this point. You know what I'm saying? You're getting known, you're doing your thing, and we're rocking right now. On some real G shit. I was really proud of us for what we was doing because again, no blueprint. And we just going on for our love for the music. You know what I'm saying? So
I felt
it was
like
definitely dope.
Coming true finally.
Yeah, man, it was definitely dope. So I want to play a little bit of After Morning real quick so they can hear a little bit of After
Yeah,
Morning.
they know this record. Go ahead.
They know it though? Okay. It's all good. I still want to play it for
Do your thing. Yeah, he's always talking about, got a
man.
cup full of Captain Morgan.
Hey, got a cup full of Captain Morgan, the mango blood backfield.
That song changed. That single song changed everything for me.
Yeah, man. Here we go with After Morning right here.
This is where that original down south double time come from. Yeah.
This shit was so different.
Dog. But nobody doing that. Hey, y'all can get the weed out This party don't start till after morning. Awesome. What's crazy how much on time that song was. Like that song was just so right on time.
Yo, that song was so, and it's crazy because when you gave it to me, I was like, yo, this shit is so different.
It was like not on time, it was before, it was right before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, it was on time because again, you wasn't scared to take that chance and do something that the radio ain't playing.
Yeah, and that nobody,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and nobody beside like all the beats were slow at that point. You know, all the beats were slow. You know, went through the 50 Cent era for a second there where they had that up-tempo shit, Dre type shit, but all the beats got slow. You know, we were doing After Morning and motherfuckers were like snap dancing to it and shit. And it was like, you know, it was definitely something different. You know, I definitely didn't invent rapping fast, none of that shit. Very influenced by Twister. And like I said, I know in the Midwest, a lot of people was doing that. But in the mainstream, we were working radio. We were working trying to figure out the mainstream. And Twista had to run with Overnight Celebrity and everything else. And just wasn't nobody doing that, especially not the way I was doing it.
Right. Nah, I mean, real talk. I mean, it wasn't, especially independently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, again, independent, and I'm going to have you speak on that in a little while, just being an independent artist, how that works, especially now with CNT.
For sure.
But independent is so hard to do when you're going up against the machine, the large machines, and they got everything accessible to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So it was After Morning was a banger, man. So we come out the gate with After Morning, Head Turner, performances. We doing clubs like Wild Bill's, which is a big deal on the north side. Yeah. Wild Bill's. We doing Luby's. We're doing Belushi. We're doing every club. You're on fire now.
Dog, we doing like, yo, we were doing crazy shit, Jay. I don't know. You remember, we was all over. We were in Decatur. We were on the south side. We were on Terra Boulevard. We were on the south side, west side, east side.
I was pushing you, man, because, again, I believe, man, and we all believed in you. Again, the crew, Chrome Recordings, man, we believe in you. And I know I did as far as a CEO or just as a mentor just coming into this game. Because, again, I've been in the game for a while, so I knew what talent. I knew if I heard talent what it was. But we get hot. We get to Wild Bill's. I don't know if you remember. That's how we got to LA. Then we went to California.
Right.
Because of Wild Bill's. Because I met somebody from Wild Bill's who I knew through an associate, and his people's was the family member of Interscope Records, vice president at that time, Step Johnson.
Step Johnson. I keep saying less. Step Johnson. Yeah, Step Johnson.
So Step Johnson, vice president, right under Jimmy Iovine, and Interscope Records at that time, they're the ones who signed Tupac, Dr. Dre, rest in peace, Pop, of course, my nigga. They signed Dr. Dre, they signed Eminem. Step Johnson was that dude right under Jimmy Iovine who signed all these artists. So we had a chance to go out to California to go meet up with Interscope Records. We was like, what the fuck?
Which a lot of people got to understand. Back then, we wasn't on this shit every day. Like, it was like, yo, I think we got a meeting with Interscope Records in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you're hollering at your boy in LA. Like, how's the weather out there? It was like,
exactly.
Nah, as a matter of fact, we got plotted on when we got off the plane about some weed. Some motherfuckers trying to fuck us over about the weed.
You feel me? Like, we think we got a meeting. We think we go. You know what? We going. Fuck it. We gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, even then, you know, like when we were in Step's office, I was just sitting there thinking, he was like, you know, I signed Tupac. He was sitting right there where you're at, Mary J. Blige, and I just knew I was about to get it. You know what I'm saying? We all did, man. We was just so like, you can't help it, because we're all vulnerable, man. We were so excited, bro.
You know, I mean, you gotta think about it. I've never been at that point in my career. I've done some things in the music business, but I never sat in front of an executive like that who did the artists that I actually fuck with my artists.
The old school
and we trying to work out a deal. So I'm sitting there static on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this shit is crazy. We about to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So we go to California, y'all. We in LA. Remember, we had 3. How many days we was there? About 3. We had no smoke.
Yeah, no weed. Yep.
I was fucking frustrated, nigga.
Yeah. That was fucked up.
And we didn't want to talk to nobody in the street because we ain't know these niggas in the street.
Nah, because motherfuckers was plotting on robbing when you got off the plane. It was a different time then, you know. Not that shit ain't fucked up out there now, but I'm saying it was just a different era.
Right.
Knight was still sending people to buses and shit.
Was it me, you, and 2 other people in California? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We got the room. We ain't going nowhere because we ain't had no rental. We just there for the meeting, and we going back to Atlanta. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we had a meeting with Step Johnson. He told us a couple of things. He told me actually some things that I carry with me to this day. Right. And I'll tell you this now. Like, the things he said, like, make it simple. Make it, you know, collaborate with people. He told us, take Rittz back to Atlanta, get them collaborations with some people who are hot in Atlanta at that time. You know, giving me my jewels so we can go back and make some things happen.
Right.
So we go to California. It was a good trip. We come back, you know, it's what it was. And this is where I would say where things change up for us You know what I'm saying? As a record label artist, as a friendship, as a brotherhood. So we get to where we come back, and I'll tell you this: I know personally, I had personal issues that life brought me, and they are blessings at this time. At that time, now I was expecting a child.
Yeah.
My daughter. Yeah. So I started expecting a child. We come back from California. We done exhausted kind of all our finances and our investment. And now we trying to get this deal popping, trying to make things happen for this deal, but I got to go back to work.
Right.
Now, Rittz is still an artist trying to get his thing on. And this is where I think we kind of disconnected.
Well, yeah, at the same time with me, at the exact same time, you were having the kid on the way, having to go back to work. The money situation was going up. Shit was going weird. The club, different people that you're working with, the club was doing bullshit.
Right.
And I was living with Melanie at the time and her mom, and everyone lost their job because of George Bush and the 2008 shit.
Right.
So we were about to get foreclosed on. So
that's crazy.
So I had to make a decision to start paying bills. And I was like, well, shit, the money's gone from Jay getting the money. So I guess I'm gonna have to take a job serious and pay
because we had you on payroll.
You did, but like you did. Remember, I came and met you at the Kroger or up that direction. Yeah, still right by there and think about that. Yeah, definitely. Come pick up that $200 and just
come pick up that $200 a week.
Yeah, $200 a week. Yep. And then, but you know what? That I wasn't mad at you because that ran out because of situations of who was supplying it or whatever that was happening. I think some tragedy happened or whatever.
Right.
Or maybe the tragedy happened that got them. Either way, there was some situations going on. And there was just a lot going on with everybody at once, and everything was just crashing. All I knew was my shit was about to be out in the street, and I had to make a goddamn move. And my move was to go to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just started working, man, and just sat.
So you started working, and throughout our run, we made connections through the buzz. You made some noise. People knew you. Certain artists knew you. So we know at that point, even shout out to Yellow Wolf. Yellow Wolf was somebody who was up and coming at that time.
Right.
Yellow Wolf was in Atlanta. You did a couple of shows with Yellow Wolf at that time through our run.
Yeah. Well, what I always say when I get told, the story about Wolf, we were doing kind of the radio circuit. We were doing strip clubs. We were doing all this stuff where I didn't feel like a lot of people would listen to my lyrics. They don't want to hear all that bullshit in those type of clubs, So once I met some guys who is now currently my manager, Sender, and Dave Plimp on MySpace, they just hit me up because they moved to Gwinnett, and I saw they were, dealing with Yellow Wolf, and I looked up his music, and then we actually went and watched the show, and then he asked me to, once he heard my music, asked me to do the show with him, and then we all went down there and did the show.
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Exactly. And I did After Morning. And that got his attention real heavy. And it wasn't like he was like crazy above where we were at, but he had KP in his corner. And he was on his way to do major things.
Was he already attached to Eminem at that time?
No, not at all. He was he was with KP Prather, the one that found like Outkast, T.I. He was in Parental Advisory, Dungeon Family. KP's like legend in the game.
Okay.
So when I knew Wolf had KP on his side, because I didn't know Yellow Wolf. I didn't know him for shit. I went to the club and saw him. They had a banjo on stage and fucking violins and shit. That shit. That wasn't my normal thing, but his performance obviously was so impressive because he's a great performer.
Right.
And then So I don't know if you want me to elaborate on that, but that's.
Nah, it's up to you.
Yeah. That's basically what happened. And then Wolf heard After Morning and was like, "Yo, man, please let me shoot a video for that." And So at the time when, of course, I'm going through my personal stuff, and you're trying to figure your way through your personal stuff, and Yellow Wolf contacts you. At this point,
so you connect with Yellow Wolf.
At this point in time, me and you probably hadn't spoken like a month. And like, you know, back then a month seemed long, right? Like, or kind of.
A whole month, nigga, a whole month.
But you know what I mean? But a month when your shit's about to be on the curb and you got a baby coming, you know, it's like, I knew I wasn't top priority. I couldn't be top priority on your mind. And you couldn't be top priority. Nobody could be top priority on my mind because I was about to be out on the street. You know, and trying to figure out, you know, be a man for my new girlfriend and, you know, try to go do some shit for the first time. And so, and I'd been through so many, we had done so much together. Once I saw Wolf's where he was doing his shit at, I was like, you know what, if I can get in there and they listen to the lyrics, you know, maybe that'll, you know, maybe that's where I need to be. Maybe I need to start doing those type of clubs. And then Wolf came to my house and we recorded a record. And it's called Double.
That Box Chevy?
Nah, we recorded a song called Double Barrel.
Okay.
And then he asked me to come to a studio when he was working on his album, which wasn't Trump music at the time. It was another album. And he had a whole bunch of other songs. And we had a listening party. And they really they showed me a lot of love on Box Chevy. And the next day after that, I was going to go work at Cracker Barrel. And and Wolf was Wolf the next day went home after that listening party and redid his album and did Trump music. So then once he did that, you know, me and you, we were kind of the same situation. I didn't know him. Yeah. He didn't owe me shit. He wasn't like my friend that owed me anything. Matter of fact, I couldn't figure out why the fuck he would want to help me out. Because I'm competition, you know. But but then you know, he ended up, so he got a deal. When he got signed with Eminem, we went out to eat. Okay. And, you know, he told me about getting flown out there and he's about to sign with Eminem. And then basically at that point in time, you know, it was just me trying to wait so he could get this American thing going. But he ended up just getting so caught up. You know, it's easy to think, but then you're an artist. You realize you ain't got time to have other artists and shit yet. You got to grow yourself.
Right. You're trying to get out yourself.
But ever since then, you know, it put me in the shadow of Yellow Wolf's understudy. Is like a little homie, which is cool because he did help me out a lot. But, you know, as me, I've always been like the leader of my crew, like, and just like with whatever I'm doing musically and just, you know, as far as my inner circle. Right. So that was weird for me to accept, you know, after morning and finding my style. And then when I finally came out, it's like, yo, you sound like Yellow Wolf. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, but that's how that happened. And, you know, luckily enough, he came back and helped me and put me in the studio and on his time and let me do White Jesus. And then pretty much from there, he told us that, hey, he can no longer help us as far as Whistle American goes, but was trying to hook me up, trying to get me somewhere.
Get you somewhere. Okay, so before we get to your next level, so during that time, we had such a close relationship within ourselves, and then we had everybody around us. You know, shout out to Courtney. You know, Courtney was a major push in the Rittz movement. She was down for the whole. That was my little sis. She was there for the movement. Shout out to the whole crew, the whole North Side. So when me and Rittz split, technically at that point, it seemed like a lot of tension came between everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody had their own version of what should have happened.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean, it's the same thing, man. When anybody puts in all that work together and it just stops, everybody feels robbed of what they put in. Like, yo, I put in too much for this motherfucker to walk away. I put in too much for this to stop here. You know, there's a lot of, and with me, I was kind of on some shit where, just thank God, because this fucking job sucked. Like, people were yelling 770 at me out there while I was mowing my grass on a fucking riding mower, bro. Like, in a fucking hairnet about to cook barbecue, man. She was so embarrassing. And, you know, so I just kind of, man, I looked at it like, man, I've been through, you know, Chico almost got to deal with Deron. Chico was so close. We were so close. And, you know, I had a situation with Rodney. That, you know, just different people that came in and out my life. At this point in time, Yellow Wolf was basically like, I guess I'm basing it on this dude that I don't even fucking know. But at least he ain't gonna hurt my feelings if he don't call me back, you know. But he called me back. And
but you know, and me and you have spoken, of course, since then, and we can, you know, and got unified again. But, you know, at the time, of course, I had invested so much into you as an artist, just as a friend.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as a CEO, of course it was feelings involved. But one thing I never did was get to a level of anger with you, because opportunity is one thing you can't let pass by. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew what your purpose was. I knew what mine was. I couldn't let what happened to me affect you and vice versa.
Right.
So everybody had a feeling that they wanted me to feel, but I never felt that way. I handled my shit accordingly, as you already know.
Right.
That's why we're able to be brothers now.
Right.
Because
right.
no matter what, you had your reasons and I had my reasons, and we knew it. We didn't necessarily talk at the time, but due to it.
Yeah.
But when we did talk, we made that clear. So just so you know, and the world know, I never had the problem that outside of just the regular, I believe in this dude type of shit. It wasn't about, oh, I put money into Rittz, he owed me money. Because
right.
truth be told, between now and then, I've made my money back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't. It's a friendship. It's a brotherhood that I appreciate it more. So we had our issues then that people would say is an issue, but you moved on. You started working with Yellow Wolf,
right.
And then you got the strange music.
Right.
So you started working with Tech Nine. How did you get to Tech Nine?
Well, so Wolf basically, like, we had to sit down and talk to him, like, yo, White Jesus is done. People are fucking with Rittz. You know, that's what my manager's telling him, like, what's the next move? And okay. Wolf is one of those guys, man. He's just a straight shooter. And, you know, sometimes he doesn't put it in the nicest way, but he was like, hey, if you think I wake up in the morning and think about what the fuck Rittz wants, I don't.
Hell no.
So, I mean, but it's true. He's like, man, he's getting his golden opportunity. So, like, so at that point, but he did try to he was trying in his way, you know, because he got a lot of pride. He was trying in his way to help me, you know, to get me somewhere, you know, so he didn't let me down. So he was trying to get me somewhere. So he did Worldwide Choppers with Strange. At that point in time, I get off work like 11 p.m., come home stinking, get in the bed with my girl, and Wolf will call 1 a.m., be like, yo, can you come to the studio all night? Be there like 8, got to go back to work at 10. Wow. And I was just paying. I just paid so many dues at that point. On top of all the dues we had just paid in the fucking streets. Now I'm next to this dude. Now I'm next to another white rapper, who was always, you know, the white boy thing doesn't matter as much now, but back then it was like, fuck, I want to be signed to Eminem. I think that's my goal. I wanted to be that. But I also had a bunch of homies around me before that were annoying, so I knew how to play my role. So when he kept me around, I just stayed quiet, didn't mention to nobody that I rapped, didn't even, you know, just been prepared for when it's time, because he knew what time it was. Then linked me up with Tech Nine, and Willpower, who was producing for Wolf, had done some shit on Tech's record, 6s and 7s. And we started looking into them a lot. The thing is, man, at that time, you know, I had a lot of interest in me, but the majors, you know, so Wolf and MGK came out about the same time. And that fucked me up a little bit. As much as it helped me, it fucked me because I was under that shadow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, you know, you got these two guys, they're the two main guys. You got this other guy, he kind of this fat redhead guy, he raps like Yellow Wolf. It was so it was so hard to live with. It still is. I ain't gonna lie. And I talked to him about this. Me and Wolf talk about that. We know what it is. We get together and jab, but you know, I just don't but it is what it is. I think as much as he gave to me, I gave him, and you know, we still sharpen steel. In other words.
So the Tech Nine thing came through just
so when the Tech Nine thing came, everybody we knew everybody that we knew had major deals and was sitting on the show. So and not to throw him under the bus, but shout out to my boy Jackie Chain. I'm gonna use him for example. He's doing great. That motherfucker Jackie Chain make money, ain't fucking work. But Jackie Chain, I think, had a deal with Motown or something. We were just looking at a bunch of different artists like this that were just sitting on the show. So that's not what I wanted to happen. So it was like Strange Music. You go over here, they put this out. This will happen. This. And to be honest, and I was honest with Tech and everybody out there, I was not familiar with Strange Music at all. I mean, I knew Tech Nine from the gang-related soundtrack, but that was it. And then I think I saw him on a couple Murder Dog magazine covers with his hair spiked, and you know,
Right.
didn't know what, you know, we're in Atlanta, man. It ain't our style.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I feel you.
And that's the type of shit he suffers with all the time, you know, but that's his shit. He's real and that's him. But
right.
So when I signed with Tech and in 2012, and I signed a 4-album contract.
4-album contract.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And then around that point, shit, man, it was time to go make Johnny Valiant. And I made the first album. Once I made my first album, and then you cut me off whenever you feel like it, Jay.
No, you good.
Once I made that first album, we had a good run with Switch Lanes, man. We had a real good run, but I started to see how the industry really works, right? So I was a little bit pissed off by my next album. That's why I called it Next to Nothing. Like, I'm here, but I have next to nothing.
Right.
And then, you know, by the third album, Top of the Line, me and Strange weren't really doing that well.
Okay.
You know, I was a little bit upset, and they were probably upset with me. I was not that easy to deal with. I was got a lot wilder once I started. You know, I'm sure my head grew a little bit, and, you know, partying. Okay. You get stuck in that bus and shit. You're not thinking about Gwinnett. You're not thinking about nothing. You're pulling up, parking on curbs. Like, you do whatever you want.
You do whatever the fuck. So hold on. So you got big-headed, Rittz?
Well, you know what? People, when I would be arguing, like say like a Chico or something, and they're telling me I'm big-headed, man, I'm like, motherfucker, like, I ain't never big-headed. But now that I look back at it, you know, as much as I can get big-headed, I definitely had to have been, and it can happen all the time, you know what I'm saying? You got to check yourself, you know, especially on tour, because you're in such a bubble. And everybody's waiting for you. You pull up the venue, the hotel's waiting, and you got people working for you. But but yeah.
So how was like tours and let me ask you this: you did the BET Awards.
Yes.
How was that? How did that come about?
Okay, so the BET Awards was #1 my dream come true. Probably to this day the thing I'm most proud of. Only because I grew up in the era wanting to be the guy that went to the Moon Man and all that. So I got to go to the award show. But typical luck in me, I'm in Gwinnett at the Marriott. The limo driver shows up late. This motherfucker don't got no air on. He ain't speaking no English, which I'm not tripping on that part of it. But the fact is he's not communicating well, and there's traffic downtown. Right. So this motherfucker's wanting to drop me off and make me walk to the green carpet, like way in the city somewhere. So I'm literally, and I'm drinking, of course. Right. And I'm like, yo, man, I'm gonna beat your motherfucker. Like, you know, it takes me really to get angry to want to fight.
Yeah, because I don't know you to get like that.
Yeah. I gotta get really mad. And then that also came along with touring and shit. You feel untouchable. You know, you start fucking fighting and doing dumb shit, trying to be a tough guy. Right. And but this was I was like, yo, man, if you don't fucking let me, I'll beat your motherfucking ass. And literally, while I'm getting all this hype, they're like, hey, green carpet. And like, I'm pumped full of like. So I'm out there. Then my drunkenness kicks in. So I'm walking this green carpet like I'm, you know, I've been watching MTV Awards with Axl Rose bringing fucking Jack Daniels out, and then, you know, Kanye bringing the Hennessy. That ain't the move.
Right.
Unless you're making hit records. You know, no wonder Greg Street and Ed Lover and them were looking at me like I was fucking crazy, man. It was like,
oh, word? Yeah, Ed Lover looking at you like you was crazy?
Yeah, I mean, Migos, it just came out. That was their first year, so they kept talking about them for the North Side. So in the thing, I was like, shit, I'm with that motherfucker. I started this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just doing dumb shit. And then the Snoop Dogg was talking in the you know, saying the speech in the award show, and my bottle fell out of my pocket, and you could just hear clink, 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 clink. It was like, so it was like, man, fucking redhead boy got a bottle in his pocket, but it was such a great experience. The battle, doing the cypher was fucking weird.
Right.
Because, like, bro, you know how they stand in front of the booth and they're rapping? Mm-hmm. You can't hear that shit.
Say what?
So, like, dog, they stand you way the fuck up there. You can't even hear your verse. So, like, just rap. I'll patch it all together. So, like, some of those aren't even pieces of one whole rap. So, it could be offbeat. So, it was like, and see, my luck, right? I have this crazy, weird luck, right? Where I can't ever just be the main guy shining when I kind of shit. And much respect to John Connor. Love John Connor to death. He's a talented artist. But like I had just went to John Connor's hometown and he opened up for me. So, you know, when somebody opens up for you in their hometown, you're pulling a little bit better than them at that point.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out who's in my cipher. That way, this is gonna be the Rittz cipher. If this is the Rittz fucking cipher, man, this is about to make me hot, bro. Cause like, man, I go in there, I realize John Connor like a week before just signed to Dre. So it's the John Connor cipher, and I'm like, and not that he didn't deserve it, and I like John Connor too, so I couldn't hate on him nothing. But it was just like, fuck, that shit was supposed to be fucking my look, man. So I didn't get timing. So like that fucked me up, and then that moment was gone. But that definitely, you know, I don't know if BT ever invite me. Now I've been back to BT a couple times.
They don't want you back.
Yeah.
You good.
Yeah, don't ever go to the award show shit face and think it's cool like you're.
Don't ever go like that. Hey, but I'm saying, man, I was proud when I saw it. I was like, oh shit, look at this nigga Johnny on the fucking BT Awards.
That was big, man. That was big. That's what I was thinking. Like even if a motherfucker like my worst enemy got to see that and be like, that's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. That's an accomplishment that many people don't ever get to. So, you know, man, congrats to that.
And, you know, I told this in an article. My manager's probably like, yo, don't say this. But I'm going to say this in these sensitive times. I don't give a fuck because it's my life. It's what I've gone through.
Exactly.
I called my grandma. You know, my grandma could finally see I'm on TV. She doesn't understand rap. But I'm figuring if she could see an award show, she can understand that her grandson's finally made it.
Right.
So I said, Mama, did you see me on there? She said, you know, Johnny, you always wanted to be like those black boys. Man, that shit hurt my feelings so bad. She wasn't trying to be racist. She just doesn't fucking understand.
But she just don't know.
I dealt with that type of shit so long.
Right.
You know, so that shit was embedded in me. Now it doesn't fucking matter. You know, it's just fucking white people rapping all the way, and you can be shitty and rap and all that.
That you're trying to be black, that you're trying to be a black boy. See, and
well, and it's just a very lack of respect for how much I've achieved. Like, that's what you got out of that.
Right. That's what you heard. Hey, look, man. Shout out to grandmother.
Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah,
that's what it is, man. I ain't mad, but that was a dope accomplishment when I seen you pop that off, man. That was definitely dope. Who was you most excited to meet at the BET Awards? Like, who was your?
I want to see Mayweather. I want to see Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Yeah. I want to see
Floyd,
Mayweather? Man. You know, because you know I don't like no fucking rappers, man. I was looking around there. I was like, who do I like in this motherfucker? Like,
right. Who do I like in this motherfucker?
Yeah, what rappers do I, man? I know I fuck with Snoop Dogg. I fuck with Rick Ross. I'm looking around. I'm like, man, I don't really listen to these motherfuckers like that. And this goes back to that what you just were saying, you know, with grandma and whatnot. Do you think you've gotten the respect that you deserve as a rapper in the industry? Oh no. I mean, you gotta think about it. Somebody just told me just now, man, Migos from Gwinnett. It's like, man, and not that this Migos, man, they done so amazing. I can't say shit about them. I mean, I'm proud of anybody from our area doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But yeah, I could never be the guy where everybody's like, man, Rittz is Gwinnett, because it you know what I'm saying? Unless it's not for the culture in Atlanta.
Right.
You know
I mean, I think we used to always say that too. I think I said the same things with Atlanta, and because I love Atlanta. But Atlanta is Atlanta. If they fuck with you, they fuck with you. If they don't, they don't.
But you know, the rappers know what's going on, though. That's the thing.
The industry know what's up.
Yeah, like especially if it's on some rap shit. Now, Migos, like just using Migos for example, this ain't no Migos.
Right. They from the north side.
I was talking to somebody doing an interview with MTV. She was like, I asked the Migos if they know you. They said, yeah, he used to sell weed out by the pizza joint. You know, when I was working up there selling weed out of pizza boxes. But I was old to them. They was coming out of school with book bags. You know, we was hustling.
Exactly. Look, I remember them boys coming to Barnacles, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Barnacles, man. That's my club that I host at. They used to come to Barnacles before they put out anything, and I used to give them niggas the mic, and they would go ahead and do that little. This was when Offset was actually locked up.
Right.
So it was just the two. It was just fucking Quavo and goddamn Takeoff. And so I remember them coming through after our movement and getting the north side, like you said.
Yeah. Which is cool. And which is dope, man. I'm proud of them. I just think, man, Cheeto needs to get that. Cheeto's that way.
Yeah, man.
Cheeto started that shit off God all day. But, you know, hey, they did their thing. Man. They did their fucking thing, and they fucking changed the way everybody raps. So, hey, thanks motherfucker from Gwinnett, man. Shout out Migos.
Shout out to Migos, man. But yeah, like you said, shout out Cheeto, man. Cheeto was always North Guard now. I'd be like,
Yeah,
North Guard.
but put it this way, nobody would have been able to go around and do all this. Cheeto didn't drag his nuts there.
Cheeto didn't start that shit.
With his crew and lay it down. And same as me, but I wasn't doing this. I was just saying, hey, Uncle Net, it is what it is.
Right.
Fuck with me. I'm in
this became the North Side. You know what I'm saying? That's North Side.
Yeah.
So you've been blessed enough to tour. You've toured the world. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
Congrats on that too. How has that mission? How has that process been for you, coming from a local artist to touring the world to where you've seen places you probably never thought you would see? Right?
So, like, to be completely honest, Jay, and this is with you, we're keeping it real, man. I mean, honestly, and this isn't to disappoint the fans. I love to go out and have fans watch my shows and stuff, but I expected to put out an album and blow up and, be able to put out one a year later, tour once. I had no idea that I would be, Tech Nine's understudy, Wolf's understudy, and be like this B artist under them, that in order for me to make money, I'd have to be gone from home all the time. So from 2012 to 2018 was basically hell. But my dream at the same time, how weird is that?
And you say that's hell because
I was never home. I have a girlfriend, and then social media was popping at the time, and it just caused my life so much problems, And and plus, I just didn't look at rap like, hey, I'm just excited to be away from home all fucking year and miss every holiday, miss all my nephews growing up, not knowing if I'm gonna be able to have kids or not, because not knowing if I'm gonna be able to afford them or anything, because I don't know where this job's gonna go, because I saw what my first record did, and that was I was almost made top 10 on the radio.
Right.
So if I ain't got no money right now, what the fuck is gonna happen in the next 4 fucking years? Right. And then I ended up getting money, but I had to tour my ass off to get that money.
Toured a lot.
And then I fucked that money in a certain way, and then got brought back down to earth.
And that's life, man. The game. I think I've told you this. I told plenty of artists this. The game don't give a fuck about any of us. The game is the game. You play the game accordingly. So you got to do what you got to do to make sure you're good, because the game don't necessarily love you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing personal. So I definitely understand. And
Jay, too, not to interrupt you, you got to understand, too, how we're moving around the city. We're in there. Yo, Rittz is in here. Ain't nobody rapping like me and around this bitch and all this shit. I go from that to being on a bus full of dudes that have been on Warped tours, dudes that are this alpha males. I ain't go to fucking college. I ain't dressed out in PE. I'm PE. I don't, I'm not a fucking, I'm not your typical alpha male, right? But but here's the thing. I consider myself the ultimate, because I sneak up behind that motherfucker.
Right.
And make him do what he's told. And it's like, so, but I had to earn my keep on everywhere I was at. So like when I signed with Strange, I'm hopping on a bus, 5-6 dudes, rappers I don't fucking know. They don't know me. And you got people, you got to be like, yo, motherfucker, now I'm getting that motherfucking back seat. You got to kind of get out of your character and Mr. Nice Guy. So that changed a lot of things. And plus with Wolf, those guys are skaters, man, fucking, LA type dudes. They, that's a whole different breed. I never grew up around people like that.
Right, I got you.
So it was a culture shock to me. It was very awkward, but very rewarding from the fans.
Rewarding. So it was like bittersweet. So you had a good stretch of it where you was away from your family, away from your wifey, your parents and everything. But it's what you wanted at the same time.
Because put it this way, and this sounds so ungrateful, but it's not though. It just is the truth. If I would have known that being a rapper had to be gone away from home all the time, just on stage, nobody really caring about you, like you got to constantly prove yourself to somebody, and then you got to constantly be on social media, I would have never. I just signed up to make music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't sign up for all the nonsense. Now I'm getting into it and shit. And now that people are just, like I said, learning where I'm from, learning my personality. Because when I do interviews, people don't ask me shit. They, don't even know if I'm funny. They don't even know shit.
They don't even know. I know you a clown, man. Yeah. I know you a silly. I know the cracking jokes. We can't even tell you half the things this nigga be saying. He's crazy.
And Jay, it goes back to, and this is, and you can relate to this from me and your issue. Like, if I had an issue with, you know, I like to keep it real with fans, right? About because a lot of my fans are inspiring artists,
Exactly.
a good bit of them. So I wish I had somebody in my position to tell me what it's really like. So, but you know, when you're so honest about how you feel about somebody, like say if I had some bitterness towards you about our situation, how am I going to say that without sounding like I'm talking shit about you? So in other words, if I'm unhappy with Strange, I can't, you know, it comes off like I'm, you know, hating or whatever. So it's a fine line, man. It's a lot of shit you got to swallow.
Yeah.
It's a crazy, I'm just now feeling the freedom, just now feeling like I'm slowly shaking this box, like Rittz is standing on his own.
Right, and because you're at the point now, you know, CNT Records is yours, and I want to get into that. So you got CNT now.
Yeah.
So after the Strange, so you signed a 4-album deal with Strange because you're on your 6th album now, right?
Yeah, 6th album.
So the 4 albums was from Strange, which was let me just get them right. You got The Life and Time of Johnny Valiant, Next to Nothing, Top of the Line, and Last Call.
Right? Yeah. Me and you did Last Call at the same time. I was crazy.
Last Call, baby. Last Call. Shout out to Last Call. And then now you CNT. So your contract with Strange ended, obviously. Yeah. And you just decided to do your own thing.
And my contract with Strange ended. The only thing was I had a 10-month grace period where I couldn't put any music out or tour without paying them. So I didn't want to do that. That, you know, that 10 months I pretty much had to disappear because I didn't want to put nothing out and not get no money from it and just throw it, you know, what if it's a dope ass record? You know, it's not, I know nothing's going to happen with it. There's no money going to be put behind it. And this isn't to diss Strange at all. I love them.
Right.
I've come to peace with them, and trust me, I was a fucking drunk. I turned into a fucking real alcoholic piece of shit, Jay. You know, later on in life, you know, and so they had a lot to deal with me. I mean, I was on the bus one time like, hey, no blow, no fucking show. That's just the way it's gonna go.
Wow.
And that's what I mean by big headed. You know, you can start doing asshole shit like that. You know, it's like, hey, dickhead, get off the bus and go open up for tech. Be grateful.
Right. Okay.
You know.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
So and with that being said, it's interesting that you say that because you know we all dabble into our little thing, whether you smoke weed, whether you sniff a little coke, whether you do a little this, whatever you do, you do. People do that thing. You know, throughout your journey, the drugs, the drinking, was that something that you just saw so much of that it just became daily lifestyle?
Well, not just without having to put her on blast too much. You know, Melanie had drug issues when we met, and so did I. Okay. And I remember telling you I couldn't write without Trey Mark Tracy.
I remember that.
Yeah, I couldn't write without drugs, right? So then I finally shook that, and I tried to get Melanie straight. Well, we turned to alcohol. So that was around 2007, 2008, and then we just started drinking all the time. And then when you go on the road, shit ain't shit to do but drink. And then and plus if I love the flavor, so like I could just drink a bottle with, you know, without blinking, you know, and and it's not in any cool way. It just I somehow just turned into that tolerance guy, and and you know, as soon as you drink, you start wanting to push it up your nose, and then you're in that bubble, man, and you think that's what you're supposed to be doing, and everything's free.
Right,
it's all free. Right, and then you go back home and you sleep and it's distant and it's dark and you got shame and guilt and pain and tears and man, and then you just hope you it took me 4 tours to get some money, man. There was some tours where I could put it this way. There was a tour where I had my own tour bus. The first time I took out my own tour bus, I came home and thought I was gonna get some money. I was on my way to Walmart and I cried in the parking lot at Walmart because my manager called me and told me, like, yo, man, like,
damn,
when you did the expenses and shit, like, what's going on and just how it worked out, like, bro, like, and it just happened like that, you know. So I was on a good, but then I got on a good stretch, you know. I didn't have shit, man. So I got me a car. Then I moved us out of her mom's house, and then I started goddamn getting some money. But then when
you remember the time, and I don't want to cut you off. Do you remember the time? I want to say a couple years ago, you was going through some things, you know, with the abuse and stuff. And I hit you up like, yo, you good? Because you had posted some shit on Instagram
On my
And I was like,
nonsense.
yo, you know, yeah. And I was like, do you remember that? When I was like, yo, he was like, you know, and I know everybody was there for you. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
he was always,
kind of they were, but you know, I mean,
well,
not that they
you know,
didn't want to
you was
be, but it's
always a
like,
concern.
fuck, man, no one
Right.
want to be around me.
Right. Because I never, you know what's crazy, Rich? I never saw you in that manner. And if you was on that type of time, I couldn't tell. You know what I'm saying?
What happened was, man, my dream came true, and I realized that fucking dream is fucking shady. And then not only that, I realized that, goddamn, now I'm in the shadow of two, not one rapper, but two rappers. And both of them have very distinctive styles. Like one of them's, you know, Slamerican with a, you know, kind of rock style. One of them's in Midwest, you know, painted face, you know, and I'm just me. And fans are looking at me like, hey, that's just Rittz, just another artist from Yellow Wolf and that. And it was way more than that. But what are you supposed to do? You can't. No, I'm way more than that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
Right.
So that frustrated me the fuck out of me. And then when you see a song go, when you see that you got a single going on, almost top 10. I mean, if I would have had that top 10 single, man, my life would have probably changed. But I learned the politics, man. You know.
Yeah, man. It's a process, man. You know the game, man.
But that hurt me, and I think that charged the anger. And then with that anger, I didn't have my boys out there with me. It wasn't anybody that had my back when it came down to fighting. So it was like, I don't know who's around me that's saying they're going to have my back's going to really have it. So I was just 100% on some fucking, yeah, I'm not signed with Strange no more. Tight. It's been a while. But yeah, so I got on some weird, like, you know, from my atmosphere and people I grew up around, I just took it just straight, man. I'm going to kill one of these motherfuckers out here. And then I just got obsessed with that, with depression and alcohol, and then lost all my money at the same time. So
now I do know that the sobriety, I know you do that every week with your fans, you do the sobriety show. Tell me a little bit, and tell the people who may have a issue with drinking or trying to see how they can stop drinking as much. Give them some advice on how you can get to where you're at.
Yeah, basically, one is what I do is, for what I do every Saturday, I host a Saturday sobriety session, and that's where people can come in and chat like that. I'll try to pick as many people as I can to talk and just, you know, talk to other people that are dealing with the same problems. And, you know, it's one of those things, it's like, it's hard to, until, you know, like, I guess you're not supposed to tell anybody anything in this program.
Right.
But I will say that if you find out, if you see that you're waking up every day embarrassed, or someone's crying, or you're hurting somebody, or your hand's swollen, or you want to kill yourself, or you can't keep food down, and you know you're going to die, and the doctors say your liver doesn't work, man, it's over. You're either going to die or you fucking stop. I mean, dude, I tried to kill myself in Alaska. I tried to do so many dumb things, and my manager put up with so much, and he gave me an ultimatum. And then with my wife too, you know, we needed to work on our marriage, and she did it like a G here by herself. So
shout out to Melanie, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah. So but it's hard. Yeah. So it's just like, you know. Hey, man, I'm all for drinking, man. Drink one for me if you got one. Take a shot in the name of Rittz. Drink in the name of Rittz. Take a piss in a cup of Rittz. No, it's fucking.
Hey, man, I'm proud of you, man. That's why I was like, yo, I don't think I should be drinking, but fuck that. Rittz is grown. He knows.
No, it's cool. I mean, I can't, like, I haven't been to.
I already know, man.
I've only been to a bar 3 times in the last 2 years. And I've only been around people there's no alcohol allowed in my house. I won't go to anybody's house if they're drinking. Gotcha. I'm getting to the point where I can a little bit, but my mouth starts watering, you know, and then it's just like.
Yeah. You're doing good, man. That's the best way, man. Stay away from it, man. You know what works for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's funny too, man, because people be like, man, I can tell now that you're sober. You know, I like that when it's like, because there is a little bit more crisp, especially on stage. But, like, nothing's changed with the writing, man. Everything's the same. I didn't drink a bottle of Crown and write raps and shit. Motherfuckers are crazy.
I mean, yo, what's crazy is the new video, Fucked Up Day, you in there looking like you're drinking up the whole goddamn house.
Well, I made a point to when I got out of rehab, I'm not going to come out here and preach to people. Right. You know, I did this for me and my wife,
right,
and my manager and his well-being and his family and just my career. And you know, I'm not gonna sit there and just I'm making holy music now, man. Shit, man, party, man. Party. I just can't do it with you. I got the cigar and this little fake ass ginger beer, and I smoke some trees with you.
This fake ass ginger beer.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look.
Plus, you don't want to party with me anyway. I'm a fucking wild man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
hey, look, we can't even tell you some of the stories about this cat here. We're gonna leave that shit there for the later on years. But again, man, I'm proud of you. Congrats on that. Keep that shit going. Keep inspiring. Keep motivating people because they need to see somebody that they can relate to who's done it. Because it's nothing like seeing somebody do it and make you feel like you can do it. Because a lot of people don't have that type of mentorship or nobody to look up to. So continue to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's the main thing, man. It's like sometimes to be honest, I don't even like to do it because I'm not used to this FaceTime stuff. But when I get insecure and stuff, but when the help that it does, man, it just gives me this, not only this feeling that gets me off, it's just, I'm not worthy. I want to tell you a story real fast. I was telling it earlier, and I'm going to tell it online. With this album, I did a pre-sale, and I don't know if this will make sense to anybody else. It's just how my heart is because I feel deep. I did a pre-sale, and a winner would win these Fendi sunglasses I wore in the Tech 9 video, right? Mm-hmm. So I found out who the winner was, and it turned out her husband died 2 days before, a day before she gets the glasses. So when I heard about it, I'm like, damn, that's terrible luck, But then her friend, and then she hit me up. I felt terrible, but I didn't think, I thought deeper about it last night because her friend hit me up, and I'm seeing this funeral for this guy, and they got all Rittz shirts on. The whole funeral got Rittz fucking shirts on. She's considering it damn near a blessing that, he passed, but she won. The fact that I have that any kind of impact like that, man, just makes me like shake inside, like in a good way. But it's just like tears, man, because I feel so deep and I almost like not worthy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, you gotta think about it. We put the pressure on ourselves because that's what people do. But you gotta realize, man, people relate to you so much. You don't even know you don't know who's looking at you, who's looking at you like to help them get through their day. And what you're doing, many people are scared to do or even scared to talk about. Right. Because the thing is, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. And today's day, transparency is key. Yeah. Because you'd be surprised who can relate to what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope that you're able to relate it and not scared to say it. And you let people know that it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's just crazy, man, when you just feel dumb about bitching about money and shit and all that when you got somebody that passed away and they're sitting there wearing your shirt at a funeral that's states away. And who the fuck am I bitching about my bank account this morning, man? Right. You know what I'm saying? It just makes you feel like such a fucking ungrateful motherfucker, man. Just, but, it's part of it. But goddamn, that feeling, though, man, is that feeling of love. And you, man, I've seen people get tattoos. I've seen people, like, how does that feel? Like crazy. How does it feel to see somebody get a tattoo of Rittz? They don't even know you personally. Well, when it first started happening, it felt kind of crazy, right? And then it went to a level of fuck, now I gotta make it, or I'm gonna let down these people. They're gonna have like this, I'll be in the kitchen sweeping like when I'm 50 and they're gonna have me tatted on them like, yo, man, this burger motherfucker. This nigga ain't shit. Well, I gotta cover up this whack ass tattoo. So like I gotta do good for them, you know what I'm saying? Right, you gotta do it for them now. But then overall it's just, man, it's something, man, I can't believe. And sometimes when I want to talk to other people about it, unless it's happening to you, sometimes you don't understand. Some people be like, yeah, of course they are, man. They look up to you and all that shit. But it's like, bro, that makes me want to just fucking like act like a baby, man. Like I'm just so blessed, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's a blessing, man. Always know. Look, man, in your darkest nights, you better know that. But I will say this, Jay. Me and Melanie figured this out too last night. Some people may just get the tattoo just because I look like a fucking cartoon character or some shit. I might just look like a cool tattoo. They might not even give a fuck.
Listen, he gonna find a way to make it to where it ain't about me, nigga. It's about them.
Right.
Nah, I mean, you have a huge fan base who really fucks with you, I think, man. And I followed you from the time we dealt to after we dealt to now, and I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? I'm never surprised at your talent. I knew you was a star. I wouldn't have fucked with you if I didn't think you was a star.
You know, I will.
You know what I mean?
I will say this, Jay. It's like, and I told you this before. If we didn't do all that shit we did, I wouldn't be here. Now, with that being said, I wish I was rich so we could be like, yeah, you goddamn right.
You goddamn right, nigga. We rich, nigga. Hey, look, we still got time, bitch.
I do got time. I had my round up, and I started getting some paper, and I had to, I fucked it up a little bit, but things are turning around. But it's like, but you know, the work is paid off. I do think it's funny how people just assume that I just people assume so much shit, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, they don't know. Again, Rittz is from Atlanta, North Side, Gwinnett County. Rittz is not from where y'all might think he's from. Hey, look, trust me.
Rittz hang with a couple people that'll knock your fucking top off your head too, motherfucker. But I'm cool though. I ain't even about that shit. I'm a nice guy.
Like I said, man, I know for a fact I knew you was a star. K-Man knew you was a star. I knew you was a star. Like I said, Bribe, shout out to Bribe. He brought you to us because he knew you was nice.
Oh yeah,
and he's an artist. He wasn't intimidated by you being nice. He just knew all you can do is enhance what we got going on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always, like I said, you and Bribe have always been in my head the Jay-Z and Eminem type of shit. You know, no disrespect.
And we made some cool records too.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like for me, as Jay the Hitman, looking at that's how I saw you guys always coming up. Like the only nigga I can fuck with this nigga is this nigga, and vice versa.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Right. So I always appreciated your talent, and I knew what you was gonna do. I was never surprised. Was I hurt? If I was hurt, it was because of what I couldn't produce, not because of what you did necessarily to other people.
Yeah.
Because other people's opinions was different than my opinion.
Yeah.
And again, in 2016 when we spoke, shout out to K-Man. K-Man, I think I hit you up.
K came on there gangster with me. K was like, hey, motherfucker.
Right. Hey, motherfucker, where you at, nigga? Hey, you need to call somebody, nigga.
K's the man. You know, I peeped about K. This is funny. K used to play good cop, bad cop. K make you feel like you go up to him and talk to him about like some shit. You might be upset about what Jay's doing. Like, hey man, K, I don't think this might be right. Maybe I'll talk to him. I'll talk to K. All right.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah. K's slick, man.
Hey man, that's what K do, man. And I appreciate my big homie, man. His birthday's coming up on, I think, the 30th. It was 30th.
Birthday, K, man.
Friday.
K was always that good person to have around, man.
Yeah, man. That's my partner, man. Chrome Recordings wouldn't be Chrome without him. So, and again, I am like baby of Cash Money. He is definitely slimmer Cash Money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, I am gonna, before we get into my last bit of shit, I want to play like 2 more joints, little snippets for your fans can hear.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get into what you got going on right now before we end out everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this song I'm gonna play now, this is one of them joints. This is called Uh-Oh. I think I found this today, nigga. I was like, oh, this shit is hard.
Yeah.
I need to play this tonight. This is the joint that Rittz did back in 2009.
I wrote this in 2003.
2003, you wrote it?
Yeah.
What the fuck? See, it's that bullshit, Rittz. You talking about it?
Sipping on the tip of a dreadlock. It's a ticket Rittz in the jet. Got move everything.
Hey, this is called Uh-Oh. Y'all check this out. Shout out to Rittz fans, man. Let's go.
Y'all ready? It's about to go down. Wanna walk with the bosses off, they stick shit on the desktop. Now I got them pissing on his doctors and grass hops. Robert bricks in the same box. Laughing like you listen to Red Fox. You know your name's so hot, nerdy in the box. Yeah,
Damn, I barely remember that shit.
That's all I'm gonna play of that. No more of that.
Dog,
Yo,
I love that.
That was a fucking. I was like, yo, I found that shit today on the damn computer. Like, what the fuck? This dude was phenomenal, man.
You know, for years, for years, I never, you know, I always took a long time to write, and I never had a lot of raps on deck. So like those first 3 years, like 2011, 2013, anybody asked me to rap, I was like, step box for the spot in your head, box. You know? But even then, you can see my voice was still higher. It took me a long time to find my tone.
To find your tone.
Yeah, it took me a long time.
But you know, you was always so hard on yourself.
Right. I think that's what makes my music better, though.
I don't sound right. I'm like, yo, you sound perfect, nigga. What are you talking about?
Right.
You know what I mean? But I respect an artist in their opinion, because if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah,
you know
I think I will. I agree. Mine is definitely a little bit on the insane side of things.
Right.
But man, I can't stand when the artists get in the studio and just
ooh, right.
You know, they just feel themselves so hard. It's like, dude,
trash.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
How about Nightlife? Remember Nightlife?
Nightlife doesn't make it when you're living in the limelight.
I'm about to play that right now.
That's that shit.
Hold up. Y'all ready for this? Nightlife. This is called Nightlife, featuring Candice.
Featuring Candice, my right hand.
And the love of the nightlife, looking like you can't get enough credit. Taking your pictures to the hand in the forehead, leaving the ball low. Beating up all over the palm beat, which I've gone on the front seat. Roll top, you strong, college, heat up, face on my boxes. Drunk from the alcohol and the nights, in the fresh on John. Murder was big, the red block blind. And who knows what we go on next? Gotta come from Cuddy Mac.
Shout Cuddy Mac.
Cuddy Mac.
Shout Cuddy Mac.
To the Motel 6 so we can go have sex. Yes, I'm feeling great because I got head. I'm feeling I'm skating like a bobsled. I busted on the face and I got dressed. Money's all I got in my eyesight. Got the green and the white.
Nightlife.
Hey.
That's how it is when you get it. Yeah. Candice. Yeah, I think I wrote. Yeah. I think that was 05. If you think about that, that's what is that? 15 years ago.
15 years ago, my G. You know what I'm saying? Your music is gonna be timeless because your talent is timeless. I think you will look at it more so like, yo, I'm trying to find my shit, but your talent is timeless.
No,
your vocabulary is timeless. You know what I mean?
I'm actually in a good spot space wise, like better than I normally am as far as like comfortability. The only thing that bothers me, like when I snap on something and somebody get like another rapper who I know is not as good comes on, and they're like, dude, man, that's dope too. And it's like, man, it just makes my work go out the window. Like, man.
Right. Now, fuck that shit, man. Hey, shout out to Candice. I seen her on here just now.
Yo,
shout
man.
Candice
is, my right hand, man.
She was there, man. Like I said, people know that Candice, again, Bribe, Candice. Candice come from Bribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Freeze. Shout out to Freeze. He come from, the whole Rittz movement from the beginning came from what we had going on, and you took it to the next levels, which I was always, again, proud of, whether I felt personally not satisfied maybe, but I've always, as an artist myself back in the day, I know what it is to take advantage of your opportunities and keep it moving. You had to keep it moving. So I never felt as bad as you might have even thought I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, you know what? Actually, bro, during that time, Jay, I didn't even really, I just felt bad. Really.
Right.
My goal was I was delusional, thinking that I'd have $1 million in a year and be able to throw you something for your company. Like, the fuck, like that's how it works. Like you see it on TV.
Right.
And it's like it just never got there at all. And
then, but I feel like I'm older than you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little older than you. I'd rather have it like this. This is priceless to me. This is better than what we could have necessarily done financially and maybe not end up in this at this point.
Right.
You feel me? I'd rather have this because the money is always going to be able to get got. You feel me? But life, success, us being here, them things ain't guaranteed. So I'm okay with how it turned out, and I'm blessed to be able to sit here with you tonight and we had this conversation.
Oh man,
and on that light note, you've done very well throughout your career with other people. Now you're CNT.
Yeah.
Strictly CNT, right?
Which you know, when you came around, we clientele crew.
Always been clientele.
Yeah, we've always been clientele CNT. Yeah.
So CNT stands for clientele, y'all.
Yes, CNT. Yeah, for all y'all that don't know, CNT stands for clientele.
Right.
CNT.
That's been around since the 90s.
Yeah. We've been CNT since '95.
And clientele was actually like the clique.
Yeah, well, no, it's very simple, bro. You know, it's you know, I had the World Class Record Crew CD back in the day.
Okay.
And clientele was in that group with Dr. Dre. So the way he spelled his name was CLI-N-TL. So that's how I thought it was spelled, my dumb ass, uneducated ass Dre.
My dumb ass. So that's how it's spelled.
So I constantly we're clientele crew. So clientele reached out. CNT. Yeah. But it's always clientele. It's, you know, clientele's been seen. You know, me and Trey had CNT tattoo. It's just abbreviation for clientele, and I like it because it's you know, I don't know where I'm gonna go with it, Jay. I just know that I'm not looking forward to be like this big boss of I'm clientele, really clientele. I mean, we're all connected. We all work. We all do shit. You know, we all communicate. You know, it's like, man, I got clientele. I work with people in Cali selling, you know, like a drug dealer. But it's like, hey, man, we all work together to help each other out, man. CNT to the E&D. And that's why I wanted CNT to be more for the movement, to the fans that's down with me. You know, it's CNT.
Gotcha.
We're all clientele.
Gotcha. So CNT is the record label. You know,
CNT Records.
That's record label.
CNT
what
Records.
is your what's before we get into the project that you have out now, Perfect Picture.
Picture Perfect.
Picture Perfect. I'm sorry. Clientele. What's the goal for that? I mean, I know you just said you're not really sure.
Yeah.
Yet,
I'm not really sure.
But are you trying to put out artists? Are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
Right now, I'm trying to put out North God.
Okay.
I'm trying to do this in a way that I haven't seen it done. I know it's been done.
Okay.
Yes, Sarah, what's up? CNT, the record label, stands for clientele. CNT Records. I've been somebody said don't be psychopath. I'm saying, like,
I've seen that shit.
Don't be psychopathic. Psychopathic's the ICP's label. But that's what I'm saying, like, and I got love from Juggalos, man. ICP, all that shit. But you know, you get grouped in, man. People quick to group you in some shit. Yeah, CNT, man, y'all don't know shit about us. We're on a whole different thing. It's just a whole other level. And that's just with everybody, even Jay, just people I fuck with, man. It's just we're different. But anyway, see what I plan on doing, man. I don't know. I'm gonna try something different. I want to try to see, and this is shout out to Transcend. And I don't even know if he likes me telling this game plan a lot, but I think it's cool. I think, you know, why not? I like to spread information. I would like to work it out to where the artist saves up his own money, pays for his beats, pays for his studio time, pays for everything, and all he does is put it out on my imprint. I get a small percentage, and that way that motherfucker don't have no ill will towards me at all. And I might not make that much money off of him, but I gave him a platform for him to make a living. I make me a little piece, and I don't have to be no label owner that's really just, you know, trying to make a buck and trying to make sure he never gets his money back.
Right. Okay. That actually sounds like a good idea compared to what we know as the CEO. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's dope.
So
okay.
I'm looking to do like more joint shit, just so like, you know, my boys like Hittmann, Shawty, man. It's like, you know, I got a way to get that shit out there. So like, hopefully we can get him on there and get him putting this shit out there, to where it's not like, man, Rittz is the boss. You know, it's like, nah, you pay for this shit. I just get a percentage. CNT just my shit.
The platform. The platform.
And that
okay.
too, and then they're just for entertainment. Period. You know, it might be a cooking show. It might be just who knows where it could go, man.
But that's dope, man. I think that's a dope idea. So all you independent artists, man, know that independence takes work, as you can see with your artist with Rittz. He's been doing this thing for years. So if you're trying to do your thing, look at how Rittz has put the blueprint down. Follow the blueprint. The independence is a good thing, especially these days with the environment we're in. But it's definitely a hard process.
It's hard.
You got to trust that process.
I'll tell you what, man. I question every day. From the beginning. If I wanted to be signed with a major, should I sign with a fucking major? You know?
Right. I mean, I think you're doing good. I mean,
no, I mean, not now that I have CNT. Sometimes you just wonder what would have happened if I would have gave a major switch lanes and major switch in my zones and all.
And real quick, have you ever had a major deal come at you to where it was good, but you didn't want it because of other reasons, maybe?
Yeah, that's what, like, right when we were finding out where to go, there were definitely majors interested. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We just didn't see anything good because everybody was doing 360 deals.
So
you hear independent, like, hey, I'm going to go sign with Rittz. He's independent, but I'm going to give you the same fucking deal the major's going to give you. That's why I don't want to do that.
Right.
Because it's all the same shit. I might have an independent label, but I'm going to run you like a major does because, shit, the way it works.
Right. That's what's up. Well, I respect that because as an independent company and entrepreneur ourselves, I understand that hustle. Before we get into close it out with the Picture Perfect project and everything you got going on, I wanted to say to your fans, like I said, I appreciate everybody tuning on in. We're going to release this on YouTube. It'll be on IG. I'll put up my post, my information, y'all going to see it. But I do want to tell you, Rittz, you know me and wifey, you know Star. Shout out to my baby Star.
Yeah. I see Star in years.
Yeah, man, she's here. She's behind. She's over there. She ain't going to come on camera.
What's up, Star?
She's been around forever. That's my baby. We got our own custom company. We do custom everything, whether it's apparel, furniture, cups.
Here you go, y'all. Jay's a hustler.
You already know, nigga. You already know how we do. We actually have a product out now. We're doing the cigar boxes.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? You know how I see you smoking that cigar. You know what I'm saying? We do cigars. I wanted to show you a couple of them just so y'all fans and you can see. Like, this is a Georgia Bulldog cigar box.
Whoa, Jay, you're doing cigar boxes. This is a phone call.
Hey, we're gonna.
Dog, look what I'm sitting.
Look at all those cigars you got sitting there.
Huh?
Hey, look, this is in the box. You see the box, right? That's the box. But in the box, we got custom-made ashtrays, custom-made lighters, custom-made stash for your weed, nigga. The blunt holder,
And he got some wireless headphones in there too.
Wireless headphones in there. This is one box. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you another box.
Hey, all joking aside though, Jay, that's dope.
Baby, give me another box real quick. Hold on, Rittz. Hold on. Let's real quick. I got
like
something.
this. Yeah, take your time, dog. I ain't doing shit. Man,
chill.
Chill.
This is a Gucci box. The Gucci smoke box.
Oh, this is Rittz jealous face.
This is Ritz's jealous face. Don't get jealous, Rittz. It's okay. So we got, of course, again the same. Like the box you seen just now was the one box. We got different type of boxes. You know what I'm saying? Same things in here. You see the inside. You know what I'm saying? This is smoke boxes, right?
That shit is
just so y'all know, this is what we're doing over here. So I put my information up so y'all can tap in. But in surprise, courtesy of Chrome Recordings, courtesy of Star Custom Queens, we got your own custom-made CNT box.
For real?
Okay. Hey.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Hey, look, man. CNT smoke box. Boom. Look at the inside.
Damn, bro, that's dope.
Oh shit, hold on.
That's so tight. You know what, man?
Hold on. You got the blunt holders.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me the whole spill, man. Go ahead.
Hold on.
I'm excited.
We got the stash, the CNT box.
Damn, that's dope.
We got the grinder.
That's tight.
Hold on. We got the the breakup. Cause hold on, we got the. I don't know if wifey smokes or not, but if she do, she want to be classy. She got the little thing to hold the tip when they get down to the roach.
She smoked me right to the bank, is what she is.
Hey, you got the CNT ashtray.
Damn, Jay, man, this is really dope, man. Thank you so much. You know what's fucked up though? Right before you showed me that, I was about to be like, "Can you please make me a Chrome Recordings box?" I was.
Hey, look at the inside.
Man, that's so dope, man. Wow.
So shout out to Star, man. Star put this together for you today,
so much, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's so crazy. I mean, I guess you've seen I've been smoking cigars, and like it's like my new thing, man. It helps me out with sobriety so much, man. And that is fucking. That's why I got a bag here, because I got a box downstairs. I like that. That's going right here.
That's your rolling tray.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. I wanted to celebrate you, man. Let you know we fuck with you. You know, you my nigga, man. It's all love, man. We wanted to make sure I did this skit for you on the live so everybody can see what's going on. And if y'all need this, man, my information will be up here. I'm putting it up right now on the screen. Y'all holler at me. Get your own custom made like Rittz. Rittz will probably have this on his site.
Oh, you know, I'm about to, when you get done, before we get off, I'm about to plug, and then with shit, I plug all the time. What I'm saying? And with the box, period, bro.
So I'm gonna get that to you in a minute, man.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to do that real quick for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm not one of those. Oh shit! Yeah, I don't got the Flavor Flav laugh, man. But you know, fucking how much I appreciate that shit. I was literally like, damn, I'm kind of got. I was like, fuck, I'm on camera. Do I look jealous?
Hey, look, that's why I set you up like that. I set you up like, hey, I'm gonna show him some other shit,
man.
And I'm gonna show him his shit.
Yo,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
That shit is so tight.
Man,
we gotta get up. We gotta get up. We
definitely gonna get up. But let's get into the last shit, man. Before we get out of here, Picture Perfect, the project that's out now. Talk to me about it, man.
Yeah. Oh, okay, the project. My bad, Jay. I thought you was about to play something. Picture Perfect.
I'm not gonna play nothing from that. You know.
One, do you remember the song Picture Perfect? You know, I wrote this shit in 2001 or 99 or 2000. One of them years, I had nothing's picture perfect. The worst kid, and it was like the verse was like, some things just seem too good to be true. Picture perfect. A priest may be just a bit perverted, but he speaks on love when he's in the church.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You remember hearing that?
No,
I could have sworn that was that era. Y'all wrote it way back, but I didn't use the verse. So anyway. New album, Picture Perfect. That hook came from back in the day. Corbin King, who worked with me at Mars Music. You know Corbin.
Right. Yeah.
King Audio Productions, who always shreds on all my shit. He's been just like for the last, I want to say 2 years, but probably longer. He's been like just going crazy with the rap beats. And he's a heavy metal guy, you know, but he's like a music extraordinaire. So he made me that beat first. You know what I'm saying? That was the first beat I got. And I was like, you know, I loved it because it was like hard-ass guitars over 808s. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I'm not too big in the rap rock, but I like it when it knocks. Okay. You know, and that's why I kind of put that little rap rock sample in the hook. Just got no place to hide, you know, just to fuck with it and shit. Just as a joke. But anyway, the album, man, is just it's a new way for me writing. And you know this better than anybody who's been around me. No more. It's crazy. I almost went through everything we went through, everything I went through just from being 12 years old and on, from CNT to my friends to being on here with you, to have my family in the video. I went through the time with Wolf, the time with Strange, all to wind back up to where it was supposed to be in the beginning. It just took a long motherfucking time. You know, so right now I'm writing songs like I'm in my basement. As opposed to like, damn, the world's gonna judge every fucking album, because anybody, like, you know, I heard somebody say, you got any, you know, like, you got any more hard shit? It's like, shit, homie, I got 50 fucking hard records, bro. I'm just trying to spare your ear a little bit. I've been singing, bro. This Christmas album is so crazy.
I see.
But anyway,
I hear it.
I'm getting carried away promoting my shit, but yeah, Picture Perfect is out now. I got a bunch of videos out. You know, we're trying to build the YouTube up, so it's very important to subscribe to the YouTube, because the more people that subscribe, the more plays it gets. The more plays it gets, the better I look to the industry people, and the better my career is. Plus, you know, it pays as well. But that's the main thing, is to get the love and get the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
So you plan on dropping a couple more albums?
You know what, man? I don't know at this point. I tell you what, I have a Christmas album dropping in December. is done.
Okay.
It's called Ritzmas.
Ritzmas.
Yeah,
Right.
it's 10 songs. It's 36 minutes, just straight through. It's basically like if I were to write like a Christmas special TV special just through the eyes and personality of me. You know what I mean? So I did like the classic songs, but I did them in my way and changed it.
Wow.
Put it this way, bro, on some real shit, and this ain't to promote it. I've never been prouder of anything I ever made in my life.
Okay.
This Christmas album is the dopest shit I ever made. I ain't
For
never
real?
played nothing for my family, and they go, "Hey, this is really fucking good.
This is really fucking good. This is nice."
They're like, yeah, it's just nice, man. It's a really good listen, man. So Picture Perfect's out now. I got the Christmas album dropping, and then I got just tons of songs to release next year. So how I'm gonna release them, man, I don't know. We'll see where the game goes and how it, sways around.
I fucks around. So we got Picture Perfect out right now. You got the video out, Picture Perfect, featuring Tech Nine. You got Jesus Blancos featuring North Guard.
Yep, Jesus Blanco. Yep.
I know you just dropped Fucked Up Day.
A
couple weeks ago. And then the new single is Friend Zone.
Yeah, put Friend Zone out. I got another video coming. I wanted to go heavy with the videos because last time I was fresh out of rehab, didn't have no money. I was living off that budget. So I could only shoot like 2 videos. So I shot Twin Lakes and another one. So this time I was like, man, I want some visuals. So I'm going to Pennsylvania actually in 2 weeks to do the Christmas videos.
Okay. That's dope, man.
Yeah, I was up to like 6 a.m. writing those last night. So, but yeah, man.
Hey, man, I have nothing but love for you, my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? This has been an awesome interview for me. It's been therapeutic for me.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? I hope as well as you.
Hell yeah.
And for those who know us and wanted to hear us chop it up, I'm sure this works for them too. I've had a couple motherfuckers hit me up like, yo, what y'all want? Because they want to hear us talk. They never seen, we talk behind closed doors.
Right.
But they never seen us talk.
Well, I want to also give a shout out to Jay, to everybody who's like a fan of the music and a fan enough to sit here and just give a fuck about the story.
Facts.
A lot of people don't even give a fuck about hearing your song in order.
Shout out to everybody.
More the album. So, and more people are gonna watch this, man. I got nothing but love for you, man. If, like I said, bro, if it wasn't for everything we went through, none of this shit would have happened for me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's just, unfortunately, things happen how they happen.
It's life, man. Look, I've been in this business before we met. I was already grown. When I met you, you were still 19. Yeah. I was a little older than you. Like I said,
now you like 67.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm about 8 years older than you niggas now. So yeah, I got a little bit more for you. But yeah, man. So I understand it more than you probably would have thought I would have. Again, I could deal with the emotions in the mix of it, but business is business. You feel me?
Yeah.
I know what I signed up for every time I signed up for it. So I appreciate the love. I appreciate us. And it's a blessing to be able to come back even now. I don't care about before. It's about what we're doing now in the future. You feel me?
Because, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, whatever, it's really right here, man. Everything's wide open. And we're all wide open. We got to help each other and connect and do whatever we got to do, no matter what. Because this fucking blurriness of thinking this, because I've been, thinking you're above some shit.
Right.
Nah, man. We all got to help still.
And I want to shout out, like I said, shout out to all the Rittz fans. Shout out to the Archive Nation. Shout out to CNT, man. Like I said, Trey, fucking Chico, fucking
we got let me just go Trey, Royale, Freeze, School Vassetti, Chico. But I'm talking about the main people that came to our shows that were there every time. Back in the day, on the stage, Freeze dancing all off.
What?
Freeze dancing all off. That
nigga, he danced so off, we was like, you know what? That's the style. That's it.
Yeah, that was great.
Fuck it. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to K-Man. Shout out to Wild Bill. Brian,
oh, man.
Cozy.
Shout out to Wild Bill, man. Shout out to Briar for sure, man. Briar's always been a good friend, man. Just a good dude. And, man, shout out to everybody, bro. Your family, everything, man.
Shout out to Big Les, rest in peace, man. Shout out to T-Riff, man, the crew, the Chrome Recordings crew. And again, man, I want to let you know, man, I'll give you your flowers while you're here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you as a person and as an artist, and keep doing what you're doing. We're older now, so it's nothing to have to say. But I still like to say it just so you know that it's real like that. You know what I mean?
Man, for sure.
And continue success, continue to grind, continue keeping it transparent and real.
Yeah, definitely.
You know
hey man, just say, hey, I'm not going nowhere. So like I said, we're just getting started. I'm just starting to use this shit. I'm just starting to use different things, but we could work and figure out some shit, and just either way,
you already know.
Definitely got to
get
man,
up. Look, we got this dope ass this shit here, son.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta get that motherfucker.
Hey we gonna get up and like I said, anybody who want their own customized CNT or your own version, my social media, everything is up there. Jay the Hittman, Chrome Recordings. Hit me up, DM. We'll get you going. And Rittz is gonna put it up too. So
Jay, for anybody that watches this after it's been, up online, so follow and correct me if I'm wrong. Follow Jay the Hittman. JAYDA hit with two T's and two N's.
2 N's. Wow.
Oh, you leaving that motherfucking last end off. Jay the Hittman.
Yes,
Follow
sir.
Archive Nation. Archive with a K. Archive Nation.
Yes, sir.
And Chrome Recorders got a page too, right? What's the Chrome Recorders page?
Chrome Recorders is the Facebook page. It's up there. So Chrome Recorders, CHROME Recordings.
Hey, what was it? CHROME. Most definitely.
Yo, I couldn't find that. I tried to call K earlier, like, yo, I need that song so I can play it. But we didn't have it via email. That shit is on cassette tape.
Right.
The fuck? So whatever. We'll get that back to them later. But yeah, man. Like I said, man.
Yeah, man. Pleasure, man. Congratulations on your show. Y'all make sure you go check out. Go check out to all my fans. This his shit. But please go check out the Last Call podcast show. When do you do it, Jay?
Right now it's random. I don't have a schedule, so I throw up shit every day.
You'll see him in a couple months. He'll be back on here. Just check him out.
You already know. Just check it out. Just follow the movement, nigga. You know what I'm
trying to schedule my internet shit too. You got to schedule it, right?
Hey, man. And shout out to your starving artists cooking shit too, man. I'm going to shout that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You be cooking the meals. I see you cooking, nigga. I see you. I'm learning how to cook too myself, nigga.
That's what's up.
I'm with you. I got a wifey, so I don't got to cook all the time. But she appreciates it when I cook too, so I try to get my cooking.
I love to see that, bro. I can see it.
I love to see that.
I can see it.
Hey, man. Rittz, man, I love you, bro, man.
Man, love you too, man. Thanks for everything, man, period. And thanks for doing this, too. And I just I like clarity and history, man. No one ever asks about shit, man. People need to know, man.
Yeah, man. They need to know where it come from, where it's going, and they need to know where the fuck he's from. Atlanta.
And I just didn't pop out of goddamn nowhere.
You feel me? You got hot somewhere, right?
Yeah, we stomped around this bitch with our nuts hanging. So, man, thanks for everything, Jay, man. Love you to death, man. And
appreciate you, man.
Shit.
Hey, man, I'm gonna holler at you later on. You already know, man. Shout out to the fans,
man. Hit my line. Yeah, holler at me. I'm about to post this up.
All right, my nigga, man.
Much love to everybody. CNT, Chrome Recordings. Yeah, appreciate it, Jay.
Last call. Go on.